Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Asian Psycho, aka Sniper98. So, welcome back to another late Wales log for Genshin Impact. Always late. Anyways, let's get right into it. Let's see, I'm on my mining team with Mr. Zhongli and Ningguang. Have I made any changes to these guys lately? No. Mona, kind of. I don't think I've actually changed anything with her just yet. Let's see. Yeah, I think her stats are still the same. Obviously we got, Kokomi last month. And since I was farming some artifacts for her, I was also trying to see if I could get some better artifacts from Mona in the meantime as well, because they're both Hydros, so, whatever, since obviously Kokomi and Mona take different pieces, right? Different, how should I say, different pieces with different, well, the same artifact set with different stats, obviously. That's what I meant to say, because I love stumbling over my own words. So yeah, unfortunately I couldn't find anything better than what Mona's already running. The areas where my Mona's artifacts could improve are obviously her hat. She could use a better crit rate hat, because it's got a decent amount of like attack percent and like, I guess, yeah, she's got a decent amount of attack percent, but it's like, you know, did I really need to roll like once or twice into flat attack? Considering this could have gone a lot more into like crit damage. At the very least, like, you know, I'd like some energy recharge here, because admittedly my energy recharge is not that great on Mona. 43% is actually good enough for her. In my experience, just using her for all this time. She doesn't have any problems, I wouldn't say, getting her ult back or building her ult back up after she's used it, especially if she gets a lot of kills with her ult itself. I think that's how it works. But obviously her crit damage could be a little better. Her energy recharge could be a little bit better. And if I can, I'd love to get her to like at least over 70%, right? Just to satisfy my OCD of me having at least 70% crit rate on my DPS characters. Let's see. Oh, I think the one concrete change that I did make is that I actually did refine my Mona's Skyward Atlas, which is the weapon that she's using. Because I've had like 2 extra copies of Skyward Atlas just kind of sitting around, and they were just like spooks from all the other weapon banners that I've rolled up until this point. And so far, no one's really had a need. I've never really had a need to level up like a second Skyward Atlas yet. I'm sure in the future we might get DPS Catalyst users who may want Skyward Atlas, but for right now there's like nobody. And considering Kokomi is our latest character, and she's a Catalyst user, and obviously she doesn't, well, actually maybe Skyward Atlas is actually good for her, just considering how little damage she does. But obviously that's not ideal to her. It's not optimal to her playstyle. How MiHoYo wants her to be played. Keck W. I just decided to feed the 2 spare Skyward Atlas copies to the one that my Mona's using. So now she has R3 Skyward Atlas. She goes from a 12% elemental bonus damage to a whopping 18, because each refinement level increases it by 3%. What a big difference. But oh well. Mona's my favorite character in the game, as if you couldn't tell already. So, whatever. Anything for best girl, or for my best girl, personal. So yeah. Anyways, back to the artifacts. So yeah, could get a better crit rate hat. So far, I haven't found one. The few that I did manage to get from while farming for Kokomi artifacts didn't end up rolling very well. So obviously because I just kind of had to toss them. Her flower is decent. I guess it could be better. I feel like it rolled pretty low. I feel like all these rolls are like relatively low. I think so. I guess they're decent, but she could use a better flower, I guess. While I was rolling for Kokomi artifacts, I did roll, I think, a couple of other flowers. I think one of them was one that the one that I gave to my Pop-Tart, who's getting like a second rerun for some reason soon. I could give her like this, maybe. What is this? I could maybe give my Mona this flower, because technically it has... Actually, it doesn't even have better crit damage. Yeah. Okay, never mind. This is actually not better, because this has crit rate and it has almost as much energy recharge. So whatever, fuck that. Her feather's also pretty good too. Like, cause obviously it's not the best, but you know it's still double crit, and it got rolls into both crit rate and crit damage. So I think her attack percent. Actually, no. Her attack timepiece is good, but I think her cup really takes the cake, because this is one roll into crit rate and then almost 30% crit damage on its own. So 5 lines start. It must have rolled 1 1 3, and the 3 must have been all like max rolls or some shit. So yeah, not really gonna beat this cup. It's gonna be very hard for me to be able to beat that. But the other pieces, I feel like if I do get like a little better luck on rolling those, they could be improved. Obviously, it's going to be really tough to do that, though, considering how hard it is to roll fucking crit stats on artifacts you actually want. And for Kokomi, you get all the crit stats. That's just how it works. Welcome to Genshin Impact. But yeah, her crit rate hat is, quote, the easiest to improve. So maybe one day I'll be able to find her a better hat at some point. Anyways, that's that. In case I did not show this off last month, I did finally get C6 Mona, so C6, woohoo. I actually did not know that C6 Mona, if you guys have seen like C6 Ayakas, like if you've seen other streamers or content creators run around with like C6 Ayaka, I actually did not know that Mona has the same like little quirk where her hand glows once you get Mona to C6 and you dash around for a little bit with her. So I guess that's the game's way of telling you, just like with Ayaka, right? I guess that's the game's way of telling you that, hey, your Mona has the damage bonus since she kind of dashed around for a little bit. So it's kind of cute that both the characters in the game who have the gliding animation, or like, you know, the unique animation of them like basically gliding across like water, or gliding across the ground, both have the quirk where at C6 their hand glows, so you know they get the what is it, the bonus, or whatever the bonuses are. Okay, moving on to the lady of the hour, Kokomi. So just to get this out of the way first, yes, I'm aware Kokomi sucks. Does that stop me from using her? No. I've already used her for Abyss clears, just some practice run Abyss clears, and I have 36 starred. I have been able to 9-star floor 12, both floor 11 and floor 12 with Kokomi. And since I haven't done this Abyss rotation yet, I intend to use Kokomi in order to 36 star this Abyss cycle as well. So let's go ahead. So now that that's out of the way, let's take a look at her stats. So obviously she doesn't care for crit stats, because unless your name is Tenha or whoever the fuck, dumb enough to build her a crit build, imagine having enough luck to be able to give your character over 100% crit rate, Omega lol. But yeah, obviously we don't really give a shit about crit stats. She does have 70% healing bonus, 71% just about, and almost 180% energy recharge. Let's see. So those are her non-physical stats, and her physical stats are as follows. So she has almost 40k HP, blah blah blah, whatever. So, I've built my Kokomi. She has level 90 Moonglow R1 naturally. I have built my Kokomi just as a meme, as a sort of quote unquote DPS Kokomi Omega lol, I guess, build. As you can see, she has 4-piece Hydro, and her off piece is this is her timepiece. So I believe from what little research I've done, is that if you do want to build like a sort of DPS Kokomi Kek W, you give her a healing bonus hat, and then obviously you just stack as much HP as you can, because not only do her talents. Not only does her ult give her increased damage according to how much HP she's got, but I think one of her talents also converts the amount of healing bonus she has into additional damage. So the math works out in such a way that you want to have double HP on your cup and your timepiece, but have healing bonus on your hat. I believe that's how you do it. I don't think having a hydro damage bonus cup really works for her. I don't think. especially if you have C6 Kokomi. But imagine rolling C6 Kokomi Kek W. Oh wait, that's me this week. So yeah. Anyways, let's look at our artifacts in depth. Inset HP Cup for Hydro damage for Hydro set. Energy Recharge, Elemental Mastery. Did roll double defense, but at least it didn't roll any into any of the double defense stats. Ideally, this should have been something like flat HP and then attack percent, but it's okay. It's whatever. This one rolled very well into Energy Recharge, because one of the copium good things about Kokomi is that I think the stat that she really wants outside of her main stats, like HP and such, is just like Energy Recharge. Because her ult is like some weird, what is her ult again? Like 70 cost? Yeah, it's kind of weird. So having almost 180% Energy Recharge makes it very easy for her, for my Kokomi to get her ult back, and so that she can maintain as much ult uptime as she can. E and ult uptime. Anyways, timepiece, useless crit damage, so kind of sucks there. A bit more energy recharge, bit of attack percent, which is nice, but yeah. Actually, the attack percent is actually nice, yeah. Because I think I'd rather take the attack percent over the flat HP, but that's just me. Maybe flat HP is actually better for her than attack percent, I don't know. A lot of elemental mastery, which I guess is nice, but I would have rather seen that go into like energy recharge, like attack percent. I guess elemental mastery is decent, I guess, especially since I usually run her with Xiangling in like a serious team, so I guess it's not so bad. Copium feather. This one is a quad energy recharge. It started 3-line and then rolled EM and it rolled everything else into energy recharge. So this is probably, actually not just probably, this is by far her best artifact. Fucking 30% energy recharge feather. And for comparison, the energy recharge flower that my Jean has, this is a penta energy recharge and it's at 33%. So god damn, this feather rolled really well into energy recharge, because considering this only got 4 as opposed to Jean's 5. So I'll fucking take it. In any case, her flower, this is her flower. Crit rate, useless. Attack percent, kind of nice. And rolled a lot into energy recharge and elemental mastery. So I think, what is that? Once or twice into elemental and the rest into energy recharge. Sounds about right. And then finally, this is her hat healing bonus. A little bit of HP. Unfortunately, this one did not roll very well. Obviously, I only got one roll that I actually wanted. The rest kind of roll like shit. Unfortunately, this is the only healing bonus, like inset healing bonus hat that I was able to get for her. I do have other spare healing bonus hats for her just in case. Like for example, this one and this one. This one is alright because it did roll decently into HP percent. Obviously not ideal because it rolled like once into crit damage and once into flat attack. And I also have this one which has flat attack and HP percent and energy recharge, which is nice, but the rolls didn't really go so well considering they went to flat attack. So yeah. The reason why I have these two pieces just in case is because if and when I do go back to farm hydro domain again, and I do end up getting like a good HP percent hydro cup, or not, that's something else entirely. Hydro timepiece, which I clearly do not have any yet. Actually, there was one right here, but obviously Kokomi doesn't want this. This is more like a Hutao piece maybe. And besides that timepiece's fucking crit stats sucked because they both min rolled. But in any case, if and when I do actually get an inset hydro HP timepiece, HP percent timepiece, then I'll have some backup pieces to swap this out and switch to the other ones, because at least those ones might be a little better, I think. Considering this piece only has like one, it only got one desirable roll. So yeah, that's why those spare healing bonus pieces are there, so I can switch to them when the time allows. So yeah, ideally I would love to get my Kokomi to like 40k HP. Obviously I'm 500 HP off from 40k, so that kind of sucks. But for right now, I'm actually really happy with my where my Kokomi actually is. I've gotten a hang of her playstyle. Because normally, basically, her Kokomi's playstyle boils down to her casting E, and then you swap to other characters, use their skills and ults, and then you kind of have to keep like a mental track of how long her E lasts. Because her jellyfish lasts for 12 seconds. So you kind of have to have like a mental clock or a mental timer inside your head that keeps track of like roughly how long the jellyfish is lasting for, and then right before it goes out, you switch back to Kokomi, and then you cast her ult, because I believe her ult says that it refreshes the jellyfish's duration when you use it. I believe. Where does it say that? Let's see. Blah 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 blah. At least that's what I'm under the impression of. I'm actually not seeing it here. Blah 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 blah. Increases blah blah blah. Don't trim alarm attacks. Increases. Actually, does it say that in her E? Let's see. Healing. Oh, maybe it's one of her talents. Actually, is it one of her talents? While dying, blah 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 blah. No, that's her damage bonus. Yeah, so I think this is a talent right here, because this is the Bakukurage, yeah, and that's her E, that's her jellyfish, and then when she ults, the jellyfish duration is increased. So yeah, that's basically her game plan. You have her cast her E, and then have it out for as long as possible, and you switch back to her, and then you ult, and then jellyfish's duration is refreshed, so it's back out there it stays out there for another 12 seconds. And then by the time the refreshed duration is done, Kokomi should have another jellyfish ready to go, because I think her E is like an 18-second cooldown or some shit like that. Duration, 20-second cooldown, right? So there you go. So yeah, that's how you would play her. Unfortunately, that means that she's not as brain dead to play as most good characters in Genshin are. Because you actually need to pay attention to like how you need to keep track. Like I said, you need to keep track of how long her jellyfish is out there for. But hey, if you just get some rotations down with like specific teams that you want to use her in, it shouldn't be too bad. Just get that muscle memory down and such. So anyways, those are artifacts. My Kokomi is currently at C2. I do plan to get her at C6 actually, just for the memes, because I want to say Child's second rerun is first up, right? And I don't think Toma is with him. Usually Genshin banners go in such a way that if they release a new 4-star, it's usually on the second banner of a patch cycle, right? So I don't think Toma should come out with Child, again assuming that Pop-Tart is the one who comes out first. I could be wrong, because this is just I just know that he and Hu Tao have reruns incoming, but I just don't know like in which order. I'm assuming they're gonna put out Tartaglia first, but again, I could be wrong. Correct me in the comments if I am indeed wrong. But yeah, I do plan on going for C6 Kokomi before her banner is out though. So if you guys want to fucking watch that, then make sure to tune into my Twitch stream, KekW. Imagine rolling C6 Kokomi, Omega lol, said the Genshin community. Anyways, talent 667. I do plan on giving her whatever Hellfire butterflies I end up getting from the Signora weeklies. Obviously, whatever else I get. They're going to Sarah and who is it? Raiden. But I do want to get her to skill levels 999. What is she taking again? Philosophies of Transience. Okay. Alright. So yeah, there's my Kokomi. Very happy with her actually. And fuck the Genshin community. I'll use who I want. Anyways, Kazuha, I don't think I've made any changes to him. I did get him to level 90, and his sword to level 90 as well, but I think you guys already saw that from last month. And I got his talents to 99. Still, obviously, I haven't gotten his normal attacks to upgraded, because obviously I don't really use him for that. Maybe one day I'll get his talents to all his talents to a level 9. How many of guild skills do I have? 6? I think that's enough to get him to level 9, right? 1, 1, 2, 2. Yeah, it should be enough. I think 1, 1, 2. Yeah, that should be fine. Venti. So I've overhauled Venti's stats. So obviously I've taken off of a crit build, and I switched him off to a more energy recharge and elemental mastery focused build, because I think that's just more effective for anemo characters at the moment. Unless of course you want to build like a straight up DPS Venti, like if you main Venti and you want him to do the damage, then sure, why not? But I don't main Venti. He's a hard sub DPS for me, so I've since switched him off to an elemental mastery build. So I got his stringless bow to level 90 naturally, and so I've switched around some of his artifacts. So elemental mastery cup, elemental mastery hat, elemental mastery timepiece. So yeah. And as with elemental mastery, kind of like with Kokomi, Kokomi's artifacts, because obviously she can't crit. You can't crit, I believe, not with elemental reactions, and that's where he's gonna get his main source of damage from. So no crit stats, they're kind of useless. So I just went for attack percent, elemental mastery rolls, energy recharge, all that. So where is it? His cup has a couple, bit of energy recharge, bit of attack percent. Unfortunate rolls didn't roll as well as it wanted to, but hey, finding fucking elemental cups is fucking hard enough, especially in set too. Because I'm still trying to see if I can farm a viridescent elemental mastery cup, but god damn, those things do not drop very well. In fact, I only ever got like one, and it's the one that my Kazuha is running right now. So hopefully I'll be able to get another inset elemental mastery cup soon, just so I can give it to Venti. The reason why I actually want to give it to Venti is because let's see, just real quick going over his timepiece stats, his feather stats. The real reason why I actually want to get an inset cup is because I have a, which one was it? What was it again? Feather? Flower? Was it this one? No, not that one. This one? No, not that one either. It must be the flower then. Yeah, there you go. So I believe this is either a quad or penta elemental mastery roll. Probably quad. I think penta would get me over 100 plus 100. But yeah, as I was rolling for Yoimiya, potential Yoimiya artifacts like a month or two ago, I ended up getting this one where it gave me fucking, like, it just rolled elemental mastery over and over and over. I think this might have been a 3-line start, and then it rolled max crit damage, and the rest went into elemental mastery, I think. So yeah, I do want to give him this flower because it has really high, abnormally high elemental mastery, and so yeah, hopefully I'll be able to get an inset cup for him just for that purpose and get his elemental mastery over 800. Because it's like barely like one below 800 elemental mastery, which sucks. Triggers my non-existent OCD. So, anyways, here's the feather. A bit of energy recharge, a bit of elemental mastery, a bit of attack percent. So it's decent. The same deal with this bit of attack percent. No elemental recharge rolls, which kind of sucks. Obviously, this one rolled fucking god knows how much in defense, flat defense. Which one was this again? This was, yeah, whatever. And then elemental mastery hat. Yeah. Really shitty rolls. no relevant fucking stats. But unfortunately, this is the only one that I was able to roll so far. Was it? Or was I able to roll others recently? I guess I got this, but it's like, well, this is just as bad. This is like, why bother? So, anyways, there's my Venti. And constellation, still C1, because, Omega lol. If Venti gets like a second rerun, I may consider rolling on him, rolling on that banner a little bit more, just get to like C3 or something, but who knows when I'll get another fucking rerun, man. I mean, Pop-Tart did, so who knows. Anyways, Venti got his talents to 99. I got his first skill. I got his his normal attacks to level 8 for some reason. And I probably will finish him out with getting his first talent to level 9, because I have so many of these things. So So yeah, he's getting up there. There's my Venti. Jean, have I made any changes with her? I must have, yeah, because my her crit stats look a little different. I think because I was reformatting Venti's artifacts, I was able to take one of his artifacts and give it to Jean instead. Though I forget which artifact it was exactly. Maybe his feather. No, I don't think so. I think this feather was what Jean already had. Maybe her attack percent. I fucking don't know. Maybe this. Oh yeah, I remember. Right, that's right. It was her her crit rate hat, right? Because I believe Venti had this before, and so since I switched my Venti to a full EM build, obviously he didn't need his crit artifacts anymore. So I noticed that the one that Venti had, was objectively better than the one my Jean had before. So I was like, okay, might as well give her this then. So. Yeah, so her crit stats are slightly better, but hey, better nonetheless. So there we go. As for her constellation, she is C4, in case we didn't show that off already. And with the crown that we got from the current Moon Chase festival, after you go through the entire main quest, and do like the where did you get the crown from again? The cloud retainer quests where you have to fucking cook shit. Wherever we got it, right? You got it from that event. So I used that crown immediately on Jean's first talent. Initially, I didn't plan on triple crowning her, and then I realized, well, if I've gone through the trouble of like giving a character 2 crowns already, like I might as well give another crown to her, her first skill, right? Her first talent. So that's what I did. So yeah. So now I have firmly grasped the philosophy that if you want to crown a character, you might as well triple crown them while you're at it. At least that's my personal opinion. I'm sure many people will not share that same opinion, but that's okay. Eula, haven't really done much with her. Honestly, don't really use Eula much these days, considering she's she takes some time to use. I'm sure you guys know what I mean by that. Ganyu, I have been considering maybe trying to fish for better artifacts, because obviously when you farm hydro pieces, you also farm cryo pieces at the same time. So I'm kind of maybe thinking if I can get her some better artifact sets. Like, it's really hard to beat what she's already got now, but at the same time, it's like, well, there is some room for improvement, right? Like, her timepieces isn't all that great, honestly. It does give her some energy recharge, which is always nice. But I believe this is one roll into flat attack. I don't think that you can have plus 29 just off a single like a base roll, right, for flat attack. So yeah, it rolled once into like flat attack, once into like energy recharge, once into like I'm pretty sure this piece was literally just one roll across the board, and it got like energy recharge. It started as 3-line, it got energy recharge in its first roll or some shit. So, yeah, her timepiece could use some improvement. Maybe her cup, kind of. I mean, it's not good. It's not double crit, so there's always that. Well, I don't know why her off piece is so godlike. I don't know why this is a thing, but oh well. I guess I'll keep that for her. Her flower is omega good at the very least, because this looks like a quad crit damage roll, though I feel like it did kind of roll pretty bad. Like it rolled pretty low. I mean, just look at the energy recharge roll and the crit rate rolls. And of course I would have max roll defense percent omega lol. Feather, yeah, the feather could be better too. I mean, it's got decent crit damage, but it could be double crit. So I mean, all like double crit really crit rate really matters on a 4-piece Blizzard Strayer build, but better than like fucking flat defense or something. But yeah, been thinking about maybe trying to improve Ganyu's artifacts, but again, gonna be really hard for me to beat what she's already got. And when she does get a rerun, hopefully sooner rather than later, I will get her the C6, because right now my Ganyu's only at C4, and she's already triple crowned. Ayaka, I don't think I've really touched her at all after I've already given her a build. So yeah. Raiden, same thing. I don't think I've really touched her build at all. I mean, I got her talents to 888. So now I'm just waiting on getting more Molten Moments from Signora Weeklies. C6, obviously. And then 4-piece, yeah. Keking, haven't really touched her either. She's still rocking 57, 234 crit damage with Miss Splitter. Traveler, haven't really touched her at all. I should really stop saying haven't really touched her. It makes me sound like a fucking sex offender. So I apologize. Maybe I should change my wording a little bit. Yeah, haven't really played around with. That sounds even worse. Yeah, haven't really changed her build. I am actually planning to revert her back to a Geo build for a video that I'll make on that I plan to make on Genshin. But yeah, I do want to try to build her Electro anyway, just because I feel like Electro Traveler is a decent enough support. Though I hear she has some problems with being Electro, but we'll see. But yeah, I would like to build her as Electro though. Only problem is she takes all sorts of fucking materials. She needs fucking Dragon Lord's crowns, oh god. Anyways. Yoimiya. Let's see. She's at 65, 204. I believe these were the stats that you saw last month. I think. I want to say. Thundering Pulse. 2-piece Crimson, 2-piece Glad. And then C6. Talents 999. Now that my genes fully crowned out, I believe I want to get my Yoimiya to triple crown next. I think that's what I want to do. Over Raiden, yes, I know. But yeah, I do think I'll make Yoimiya my next triple crown candidate. Now that now that my gene is fully crowned out. Hu Tao, she'll get a rerun soon. My Hu Tao's only C1, so I will roll on her banner, obviously. I mean, I believe she shows up with Toma, so we'll roll for Tomboy, and along with Hu Tao. So hopefully I'll be able to get. I'll see how many Hu Tao constellations I get while rolling for C6 Toma or something. Mr. D-Luke, he's still at C4. Have I really changed anything with him? No, not really. I don't think. Rosaria, same thing with her. Yeah, same thing with her. I may see if I want to improve her artifacts. Like this one roll like double HP. HP percent, which is not ideal. What else? Maybe I can see if I can. Maybe I'll see if I can try to find a better crown for her. I mean, I don't know how much better it's gonna get than this, considering this is fucking 20% crit damage. That's gonna be really hard to beat. Actually, let me check if I have any crit rate. Blizzard circlets. Maybe this one? Nah, that's attack percent. I was about to say like double crit. Holy shit! And it's just, oh no, it's those are substats. Ah shit. But and then her cup's really good. I don't think I can beat this in a million years. And then her timepiece. Timepiece could actually be a little bit better, but I mean it did roll like what 2 into crit rate. 10% crit rate on an artifact is always nice. So maybe I can see if I can get a better one for her. But goddamn, good attack percent noblesse timepieces are a fucking nightmare to come across. Because they never fucking show up. Yeah, so I think the only feasible artifact that she can have improvements in is maybe this one. See if she can get another double crit somewhere. Ideally, I want to give her a feather that has like really good energy recharge. In fact, don't I already have now that I think about it, don't I already have this? Nah, that's not really what I'm looking for. This? Oh yeah, it was this one, right. So I'll talk about this later, but I was seeing if I can improve my Chongyun's artifacts a little bit, and I did end up rolling this one. And this one ended up rolling like once into HP and then 2 or 3 times into energy recharge. So I guess I could give her this if I really was desperate for more energy recharge. But I know if I give her that, then her crit stats are gonna fucking tank really badly. So I don't know if I want to really do that. Because the one problem that my Rosaria has, I think I've explained this before, but the one problem she does have is that she only has 11% bonus energy recharge from her artifacts, and this is quite frankly not enough. If you want to like seriously use Rosaria, I think she doesn't need that much energy recharge. I don't think, just because her E is very low cooldown, you can spam it to a certain degree, and she gets quite a bit every time she does use her E. The only issue is that obviously she needs like around 20% just to be safe. Anything less than that, and like you can still work with it. It's not the end of the world like some characters, like with some other characters like really need energy recharge, but it really helps if you have above like 20 or 30% energy recharge on your Rosaria. Like giving Rosaria like a fucking 4-piece emblem is, I think, good enough for her. And like you can literally just go off that the artifact set's own energy recharge bonus that you get from it, and not have to worry about getting any other energy recharge substats. But without emblem, I do think you need at least a few decent energy recharge rolls. Because right now with my current Rosaria, again, she doesn't have any problems per se. It's just that I need to be very mindful. I need to babysit her and make sure that I'm always using her E over and over so that she does get her ult and at times when I actually really need it. So yeah, it's kind of like Kokomi, where it's kind of like my experience with Kokomi, where like I need to play her mindfully and like make sure to get my rotations on point and shit like that. When ideally in a game like Genshin, you don't want to have to think about that. You want that shit to be automatic, and not have to babysit your characters so that they get their ults when you need them to, blah blah blah. So there you go. But am I willing to change the crit stats just to have some better energy recharge when I already don't really have that big of a problem as of right now, despite what I've just complained about? No, not really. So, Butterfeather could use some improvement. It's the only place where she can. Diona. I do plan to get a remix. Remix? What the fuck kind of word is that? I do plan to revise her artifacts, because her artifact set is still like fucking. It's like almost a year old now, and I haven't changed it all to be a little bit more optimal. So I will try to see if I can get some better noblesse pieces for Diona specifically, and see if she can take advantage of some of the substats that I can give her. But that's for later. Sarah, nothing's really changed with her, I don't think. Let me check her stats. Let's see, 68, 153. I don't think I've changed her artifacts at all. Let's see. Yeah, I think they're all pretty decent. Yeah. Okay. So C6. I did get her talent. I think this week's Signora Weekly gave me like 2 Molten Hearts. Or is that what they're called? Ashen Hearts? Yeah. Ashen Hearts. So I gave it to her skill first. Tengu Storm Call. And then the next 2 that I get will go into her ult next time. I'll just leave her her first talent at level 6, because obviously you don't really use Sarah for her normal attacks. Fish, Beidou. I also want to revise Beidou's artifacts at some point, just to see if I can give her some better crit stats and give her some decent energy recharge at the same time. But we'll see. Lisa, I've been using her seriously as part of my daily teams recently, because her substats just rolled so goddamn well along with her energy recharge. So maybe her ascension stat is energy recharge. Maybe that's why it's so high. Anyways, artifacts this, and then constellation C2 only. Hopefully I'll be able to get more Lisa copies from from Story Banner, from Wanderlust Banner. I did get her talents in 999, so she should be hitting pretty hard now. And I believe in my experience she actually is. So here we go. So here's to hoping she does very well. Who is it? Xingqiu. I've actually switched him off to a 4-piece emblem set now, as you can see by his crit stats, because his crit stats used to be a lot better when he was on a primordial Jade Cutter build, but right now he's on a sack sword build with a 52-117 with a 266% energy recharge though, so that's nice. So as you can see, level 99 sack sword artifacts. Let's go over them real quick. Hydro damage bonus with yeah, that. Energy recharge. Feather, right? Feather, flower, crit rate, hat. That's it. So yeah. Ideally, obviously, I would love to give him better crit stats, but hey, at least it's the 1-to-2 ratio, kind of. And the energy recharge is what's really important on him, so as long as he's got those, he should be fine. And talents, 12-12. There you go. Benny, I've been working on his artifacts too. So now I've switched him off of the... God damn it, shut up, Benny. I've switched him off of his old artifact build. So now I have just completely foregone crit stats. Just like say fuck crit stats. And just focus on energy recharge and HP percent for him. I've given him Aquila Favonia so that he can give a better damage bonus with his ult. I'll get it to level 92 at some point, just for the higher base attack. And yeah, going over his artifacts real quick. HP percent, energy recharge. What is this? Feather, flower, and then whatever the hell this is. So, yeah, there you go. Obviously, only C5, not C6. Talents, and then got his talents to E. Got his E and ult to a level 12 each. Xiangling, I think I've already shown you my Xiangling from last month. Albedo, he and Xiao are probably going to be my next. He, Xiao, and I think Barbara are going to be my next level 90s. Whenever I do get around to working on them. Xiao's artifacts I've actually revamped slightly. Or actually, not just slightly. I've revamped them quite a bit because I've been trying to farm Viridescent, the Viridescent cup for Venti. I've been getting a lot of Viridescent pieces, so I've been able to take some of them and level them up and give them to my Xiao to beef up his stats a little bit. So yeah, level 80 primordial Jade Wing Spear, artifact set, 2-piece Veer, 2-piece Glad, and his pieces now look like this. Anemo damage bonus, crit rate, attack percent, a little bit of elemental master, but EM doesn't really matter on him. Attack percent timepiece with a lot of crit damage at least, so he's got that going for him. Viridescent Feather with energy recharge crit damage. Viridescent Flower with double crit and a chunk of energy recharge. And then finally his hat with crit damage and a lot of crit rate. Yeah. I think this is one of the better artifacts that he's gotten. Yeah. Probably might be his best one, honestly. But yeah, thanks to that and all those other pieces, he's able to get some really nice stats. Only C1. If there is a Xiao rerun, I will consider getting some extra constellations. And then talents, his talents are only at 666. Once I work on him, once I start seriously working on him to like level 90, and then I will also level 90. I'll also get his talents up to level 9, respectively. I got a lot of these Shadows of the Warriors, so he can definitely use a lot of those. Chi-Chi, Omega Lol, Pop-Tart. I'll probably get his ass to level 90 someday. I promise. Klee, Noel, Sayu, Sucrose. Chongyun. So Chongyun, I've also been trying to revise his artifacts. Currently, he only has 51% crit rate with I don't know why he has so much crit damage. What the fuck? And so, yeah. Still a work in progress. Let's see. 2-piece Noblesse, 2-piece Blizzard Stray, because I already have my reliable 4-piece Noblesse users. So let's see, what was the artifact that I wanted to change on? I think I wanted a better attack percent timepiece, right? Better attack percent timepiece with more energy recharge and more crit stats, I think. Yeah. This is his cup with double crit. And then this is his feather. Yeah, I think his feather can use some work. Obviously, we don't really need the attack percent. We'd rather take the crit stat, the raw crit stats or something like that. Obviously, and obviously the better energy recharge. In fact, I could probably give him this. Wouldn't this be just straight up better? Just because it has more energy recharge? Let's see. Yeah, so it gives him more energy recharge and then more crit rate. Yeah, so it brings him closer to the whole like 1-to-2 ratio. So yeah, I think I'll actually run that on him, as a matter of fact. if nothing else, but for the energy recharge. This one is also a double crit, both EM instead of energy recharge. Would have loved it if it were energy recharge. So maybe I can make an improvement to his flower once I get some more. And then crit rate, obviously, for Mr. Chongyun. Actually, this one actually rolled pretty decently. Some like 1 or 2 rolls into EM, and then 1 or 2 rolls into crit damage, more like 2 by the looks of it. So actually, his crown is actually not that bad. Could have been way worse. Anyways, so that's what I'm working on with him. I'll also get his talents to level 12 at some point. How many? Oh yeah, I've got so many of these. Holy fuck! Why do I have 24 of these? Holy shit. Kaya, Razor. Like I said earlier, I will get Barbara to level 90 at some point. I just need to farm the ocean at some point, and then also get her talents to level 999 or 999 if I can. Yanfei, Xinyan, and Amber. I do want to build Xinyan later, but that'll be in the future. Anyways, that's it for the character banner. Let's see, weapon banner. Let's see, I did roll 2 more copies of Primordial Jade Cutter. Right, that cutter is a sword. Thanks to the Moon Glow. The Moon Glow banner. So I've got a couple more of these things to give to people in case they want it. What else? I still have the copy of my spare copy of Engulfing Lightning. I did roll for the Unforged back when it was on banner with the lightning. So there you go. Backup copy of Primordial Jade Wing Spear for anyone who wants it. So yeah, that's the weapon inventory. I believe that's it. Let's see. The only character that I don't have at max friendship is Kokomi, because obviously she's new. Everyone else is at max trust. As you can see here, friendship 10. Friendship 10. So yeah, I think that's about it. So anyways guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.